Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I am going to be starting a top down crocheted top for myself, and I'm going to be using this stitch that I did a tutorial yesterday. Okay, so what I did is I measured around my neck. I put one of my tops and I measured around the neck area and I chained. Okay, that's all I did. And what I did is I did some multiplication because we need to chain multiple of 4 to create this stitch. So that's what I did. And I divided the body parts just to give me an idea. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, and I'm going to join. First, I thought I should make a chainless foundation chain, but unfortunately it will not work because we need to join after the chain. And with the foundation chainless foundation chain, I don't think there's a way you can join. So that was kind of a question mark in my head. Okay, so I'm just trying to fix this so I won't twist my stitch. You know, when you twist it, it will not, there's a trick to do this. I even did show it on one of my tutorials, but I did not keep it. Okay, so I found the last, here we go. Okay, and I'm going to join and I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so here's the stitch and here is the, so what I'm going to do is, I don't want to do the first stitch, so I'm just going to come here and I will chain an extra because I didn't count that, and I will join right here on the second just to be on the safe side, and I will do a slip stitch just like this. Okay, so I am joined. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to figure out how many stitches you need. Okay, so like I said, you need a multiple of 4 to create to start the top, right? So just measure one of your tops and that's all you need to do. So this is going to be a crew neck. Let's draw a round. Okay, let's pretend I'm not a good drawer. Okay, and then let's mark the body parts. Okay, sorry about that. So with my multiplication, I measured one of my tops and this is what I came up with. So what I did is I started to count, so I need to multiply by 4, right? That's what I need. I need to multiply by 4. So for the front, I put down 60 chains, and there's one here, one chain between. I forgot to add those 4 chains. That would be okay. And then what I did is I made the sleeve. Well, I have to add the sleeves, and I came up with 28. 28. And because the front is always bigger than the back, because I took a 1-year sewing course, that's how I learned. And I have a degree diploma that I took the course. So because of that, I just tried to go, because I'm a plus size, just to be on the safe side, I just went down 4 stitches down. So I went down to 56. Okay, so when I add these all together, it comes to 178. 176 chain. Okay, it doesn't look much, but because of the yarn being thin, there's 176 chains here on my needle. That's how I figured. 15 times 4 is 60. Now, I believe it was 7 times 4 is 28, and then 14 times 4, I believe. Well, I just went down 4 stitches down. So if this is 15, then this is 14. Okay? And that's how I figured it out. And it fits perfectly when I put it on myself. Like when I put it on my head, it goes through my head. And there's plenty, enough time, enough space. So I'm going to start how to crochet this lovely top. Okay. I don't think there's any written pattern. I do get lots of comments from newbies, I believe. They don't know me because I've been around for a long time and I do not copy other people's. And I do get comments, and that's not very nice. Just want to point out. So I'm making this up as I'm going, and I just fell in love with this stitch, so I'm creating a top. And you don't have to do this. You can create any stitch that you want. Like I'm going to do a tutorial for another stitch, and it's just it's just gorgeous. It's magnificent. And you can use the same stitch, just you need to play around with the numbers and then get the accurate. It looks big, but when you put it on top, when you divide the body parts, this would be perfect for you, like for me. So you just need to figure out the numbers. And I already divide the body parts, which here is this part is going to be the sleeve. And the front is going to be here. And this would be the back. It's not big difference, but yeah. Okay, so the first row I am going to do is I'm just going to do double crochet. Okay, and I am going to weave this as I crochet. So I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to start crocheting. Okay, so this is going to be the dividing part because I have a total of 28 here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 double crochets. Well, I'm going to consider this as 1 double crochet, and then I'm going to make my next. I'm going to chain 2. Okay, and then I'm going to make you know what, I don't want to make 2 double crochets. You can play around with it. Like I thought 2 would be, but it would be too much for 2. So what I'll do is 3, I'll chain an extra, and I'll make another double crochet. So this point is going to be my increase point. Okay, and then I'm going to continue crocheting. On each chain all the way around. That's all I'm going to do. And then when I come to the next row, I'm going to start the pattern, the stitch, and I'm going to divide the body parts. But I know where I'm going to divide them, so I'm just marking. It's already marked, and that's all I do. Like I said, you don't have to do this stitch. You can work on any stitch that you want. And I'm crocheting with a 2.5 crochet hook, and I did chain it with a bigger crochet hook, so I don't want it tight, and I want it nicely. I don't want it bulky. I want it to look. And I will crochet all the way, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have crocheted all the way, and I'm back where we started. So I'm just gonna come here and then make a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 3 to go up, and then I am going to make another double crochet right here. Okay, so this is going to be one of the increasing parts, and then I am going to start the stitch, this stitch that we have I did a tutorial yesterday. I will put the link below. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do twice, and then on the next double crochet I'm going to pull the 2, and then I'm going to go to the next one, yarn over. I'm not going to pull the remaining 3, and then I'm going to pull the 2, and then again to the next one, 3. We need to do 4 double crochets. Okay, I'm not counting these 2. And then this is the last one, and I'm going to pull all together, but I'm going to leave the 3, and I'm going to pull 2, and then I'm going to pull 2. Okay, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to do a puff stitch right here 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to pull them all together at once, and I'm going to chain 2. My yarn is so 1, 2. I'm going to repeat this, so we don't skip any double crochets. So on the next one, on the next double crochet, I'm going to start, pull twice and leave the 3, and then I'm going to do double crochets. So I do triple crochet like we do on the first one to give that height, and then the rest are all double crochet, but we don't pull. We only pull the first 2 loops, and then I go to the 4th one, and then I pull all the way, but I leave the 3, and I pull 2, and I pull 2, and I chain 1. Okay, so I am going to be repeating this all the way to where my marker is, and I will come and show you how to do that part. Okay, so I have crochet total of 15, and then I'm going to do, this is going to be the front. See how it looks? I really like this stitch. Okay, so I'm going to divide the body part from the front to the sleeve area. So right here on this next, I'm going to make a double crochet. I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to make another double crochet. You can do 2, but I didn't want this to be shown. I want this to the stitch to pick up the look. I didn't want the body parts to be shown. If I do 2, then it would be too much, or even you can do a puff stitch, but I'm going to do just double crochet just to do my increase, and then I'm going to continue making my stitches as what did I name this? Mountain pearl on the mountaintop. But it's going to be, well, it's going to be again, see, when you hold it, it doesn't show, like when you look at it, you can't see that which one is right, which one is wrong. If you look at it, so it's the same. Like even when you put it upside down, top down, or up, down, up, when you crochet it, it gives the same look. I just wanted to show that. And I'm not going to do the back loop as I showed it on the tutorial. I'm just going to crochet regular and give this nice look. So like I said, all you need to do is continue crocheting the stitch. That's all we do. And then when you come where the marker is, you just do double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet to divide the body parts. And then that's all we do. And then when I come where we started, I will show you how to do the next row. I wasn't supposed to pull. I did 3. I need to do 4 double crochets. Okay, 3, and then the last one 4, and then I pull the 4 loops, leave the 3, pull the 2, and then pull the 2, chain 1, and then make the puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 5, and then I will continue crocheting, and I will meet you at the next row. Okay, so I'm almost finishing the first row that we're crocheting the stitch. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have an extra double crochet. It happens, nothing to worry. So as I said while I was doing the tutorial on how to crochet the stitch, you can skip one, or if you have less, you can increase to make the stitch. Okay, so I'm not going to crochet here. I'm just going to skip. And then I'm going to continue making my stitch. 3, and then 4. And pull the 4, pull the 2, pull the 2, chain 1, and then make my puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I pull all at once and I chain 2. Okay, so I'm going to join right here. Okay, just like this, like a slip stitch. Chain 2 to go up. Well, I'm going to chain 4 because I have to make a 2 chain between, so I'm going to chain another one, 5, and then I'm going to make my double crochet right there. Okay, so now in the tutorial, the first row we crocheted the stitch, and the second row is single crochet. So that's what we're going to do. The next row is going to be single crochet. So on each, on each V's, I'm going to make single crochets. That's all I'm going to be making. And when I come to the the 2 double crochet with the 2 chain, I repeat this every row. Okay, I don't chain, I don't chain, I don't skip. Okay, just like here. See? Oops, upside down. So I am going to be making double crochets. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And so right here, when there's a chain there, I'm not going to make a single crochet there. I'm just going to jump here, because if I make a single crochet, then that's going to be increasing. So just be cautious to have a total of 4, and I don't have 4 here, I have 3. So I guess I need to make one. So the stitches is crocheted multiple of 4. Okay, so 1, 2, it's really tiny, 3, and then 4. Okay, so you should have 4 on each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So don't do an extra single crochet, or else your numbers will not match. But again, you can skip one to fix that problem if you do, just to be cautious to count every single crochet that you make. Okay, so this row, that's all we're going to do. Okay, when I come here, I will show you how to do the double crochet, just to be on the safe side, because we don't do single crochets here. We make double crochets, 2 chain double crochet. Okay, so I am right here where we're going to divide the body part. So I finished, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so as we're going to be doing an increase, I'm not going to be jumping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 single crochets. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is try to make it higher, 2 chain, and then I'm going to make a double crochet. Okay, the reason I did this is because from single crochet I went up, and then I'm going to continue making single crochets. So I'm going to make 2. And on the next row, what we're going to do is we're going to crochet these stitches. So it's going to be increased every other row. So after making this stitch, we're going to make single crochets. But the time we make single crochets to make a foundation to make this stitch, we're going to be adding 2 more single crochets. So on the third of the stitch, when you look at, we're going to be increasing. So every 3 of this stitch, we're going to be increasing. Okay. And I'm just going to continue until I come to the next body part here, divide, and I'm going to repeat that so it will look like this. See? I did a treble crochet, but it doesn't even look like a treble crochet because oh, here. I did a treble crochet because it doesn't look like a treble crochet because from single crochet I went high just to give that height. Okay, so I'm just going to continue crocheting, and then I will meet you at the end where we're going to be joining. Where are we? Here. See? And then I will show you how to start making the stitch again. Okay, I just wanted to show it again if you get confused. So we're back where the body parts that we're doing the increase. So I did my 4 double crochet, and I'm making a 1 double crochet just to make the increase. And then I'm making another one single crochet. And then what I'm going to do is, to make it high, I'm going to make a treble crochet, chain 2, and then make another double crochet. Then here I'm going to make 1 on top of the double crochet and then 1 here, so we increase 2. So next time we will do another increase, and next time we will make the stitch with the 4 stitches that we are increasing. Okay, and I'm just going to continue doing my single crochets this row. Okay, so I am back where we started, and I did my V here. So now we're going to start the stitch. Okay, so I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and I should have 2 increases. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make double crochets, but I'm going to pull at 2. Just thinking, maybe I'll just do 2 double crochets, so I don't want to lose that 2 increases that we have. Okay, now I'm going to start the stitch, and I'm going to do as how we do the stitch. I make total of 4, and then 4, I pull the 4, leave the 3, I pull 2, I pull 2. So I just continue crocheting as I crochet the stitch, nothing else. But when I come to those I forgot I have to count while I'm doing the puff stitch. So when we come back here, we're going to do the same thing. So this way we will have 2 increases, and then we will go from there. Like I said, I am making this top with you guys, so I am just trying to figure it out, and this is how it looks like. Oh. Okay, I'm sure it's gonna turn fantastic. Okay, so we're right here. I will meet you here when I do the next body part, and then you will get an idea. And yeah. Okay, so I'm back where we started, and just going to join. So I did my 2 double crochet, And then what I'm going to do is, well, I'm not going to make a triple, so I'm going to come here, chain 2, make my double crochet, chain 2, and then make another double crochet. Okay, so here we're going to be making oh, I thought we were back. Oh, sorry, just ignore me. I still have to finish. I thought I finished. Okay, I'll meet you right here. I'm so sorry. When we start doing the single crochet, and then when we do the single crochet, we're going to be adding 2 more stitches. Okay, so far I'm right here. Okay, so I am back again. Okay, so I did my 2 double crochet, and then I'm going to do my double crochet, 2 chain, my double crochet. So right here we're going to be making 2 more single crochets. Okay, so 1 here and 1 here. Okay, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we come back, we're going to be making one of the stitches here. So that's how we're going to do our increase. Okay, and this is how it looks like. And I'm just going to continue making my single crochets right on top of the, just grab the V's. Looks like it's stuck there. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then I count again. I make 4 on each 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm going to be doing my single crochets, and that's all to it. So I repeat this over and over until I have the length that I need. Let me just show it to you. And I'm going to be crocheting. I think I'm going to be crocheting 9, 9.5. It depends. I have to measure, but for my size, that's what I need. If you're making for a small size, you just need to crochet 7 inches down and then divide the body parts. And then don't forget to do your increases at the corners right there. Okay. And this is how it looks like. So I will come back to show you how to do the body parts. Other than that, this is all we do. And don't forget to do your increases right here, as I said, to make your increases right here. So I will let you go, and I will come back to do part 2 on how to divide the body parts. Sometimes it's going to be tough to go between. As you can see, the one of the V is tiny here. Or what you can do is, forget that, who's going to grab that? So what you can do is just go in between here and then make 2 single crochets. Where did this hair come from? So you can do this 1, 2. See? And then you will have your single crochet. See, that one is for some reason tough. 2, 3, and 4. And this is how it will look like when you look at it. See? Just wanted to show you when you do it back and forth. It's the same. See? Doesn't look anything different. Looks the same. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. This is how it looks like. Okay, so I will let you go, and I will meet you on part 2. Okay. Those are the sleeves. This is the front. Well, one of the is front, because one we did 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, so this is the front. One has 14, and this is the front. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and happy crocheting.